Hello, I'm David Hunt and welcome to Staying Alive. It's a panel show about our ageing community. And next to me, who are you?
I'm Leanne. I'm Leanne Renfrey. I'm the General Manager at Switchboard Victoria.
Greg?
Greg Atkins, Executive Director at the Anti-Violence Project.
And what's this little boy's name?
I'm not an executive director of anything, but I'm a volunteer for all sorts of things.
And what's your name?
Gordon.
Gordon. Welcome, Gordon, and welcome to you watching us at home. Now, bucket list. Have you still got things in life that you want to achieve and things you want to do? Because I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Leanne, what's yours?
Not a lot. I think I just want to do more of the same. I just want to travel some more and, I don't know, enjoy things. I was thinking the other day, actually, I wouldn't mind learning something new, like a musical instrument.
That's one thing I want to do.
Well, what do you want to learn? We can go together.
Piano. But it's a bit hard because, it's a big thing to
You can get little
around.
ones.
You can get a little
electric
one.
one.
Get an app on
And I
your
might
phone.
start busking.
Great. Oh, sorry, we're not very encouraging.
There won't be much in that bucket,
It
Leanne.
kills the industry.
Greg, what about you?
Well, Olympic year next year, so on my list is to get to South America finally, and Olympics, and then I'll end up sort of the north. Two friends in Bogota, two separate friends I've met in different parts of my life. I'm catching up with them in Bogota.
Right.
That'll be really
Exciting.
interesting.
Very exciting.
Look, I have found the older you get, and when you travel and you meet up with friends that live in other countries, it's just that wonderful bond of like an old friend, and you pick up from where you left off, and that's one of those wonderful. It's a meaning of life, I think. It's one of the meanings of life is that thing with old friends, and when we see each other now, we don't see each other all that
Exactly.
often. We just know each other and feel
Clicks.
very comfortable about it. Gordon, what about you? Is there anything left on your bucket list?
Yeah, well, there is actually, because I'm getting older and older every day.
Well, I didn't want to tell you.
Didn't want to tell me, I realise that. I'd like to get married.
Oh,
my partner.
That's a good thing.
Aw.
That's the one I would really love to get married, but I don't know whether it's going to happen in my lifetime, which is a bugger.
So do you still think it's a fair way off with this government?
Well, it depends on what Mr Abbott decides to do. I see Josh Frydenberg's come out to say that he's in favour of same-sex marriage again. Now, there's a few things. Another chap in WA, he's decided he would like to be with same-sex marriage. So it's a chance that they would get a free vote. But then again, you don't know. The Labor Party have a free vote, but you don't know how many are in favour of same-sex marriage. You see, this is the point.
That's all a political tickle. They've got a feather in there tickling you in your sensitive bits there to keep you ginger and hope that you might vote for them. They'll never come in with marriage while he's there. So in 18 months, when there's no longer Prime Minister Abbott, you might get your chance.
But do you know what? I think it will be one of the hot topics for that election in 18 months because so many people want it now and the general public are very aware of it and can't understand why our community haven't got that right.
Exactly. It'd
Well,
be nice just to go
72%.
tick, exactly, and move on and actually talk about
Other stuff.
other stuff.
Yes.
And I think that if the Labor government, a federal government, if they had gone with it in that last election, they would have got a lot closer than what they did. That's my feeling. But back to bucket list. Leanne, because you're fairly contented, you were saying.
I am actually, yeah, there's not a lot. I mean, I suppose, it's that thing, if you knew that your time was limited, you suddenly think, oh, there's these wonderful things I want to do, but there's nothing I have a burning desire to do. I'm happy with my lot. As I said, more of the same, and it's really be a long time till I get to the end of the bucket. I think the bottom of the bucket.
Bottom of the bucket.
I just hope, before I
yes.
scrape the barrel.
But as you said, if you know you've got limited time, like a friend of mine, who died of cancer, and they started doing, her and her partner started doing things, and one of them was to come to Melbourne and stay with me for a week, and we went on the restaurant tram, we went to the AFL one night, I did all those things. We went to different art galleries that she wanted to go to, and I just felt so privileged that I was part of her bucket list, and that really got me thinking about this and all the things I like to do. And travel is one thing I'd like to do more of. But the older you get, the more harder it is because those bloody aeroplanes and the flights
sort of
are
dropping out of the sky a bit.
Yeah,
No,
a bit boring.
it's the waiting for the planes that you've got to put up with, the hours that you have to spend at an airport before you finally go anywhere.
Do you know, it does revolve around travel. I was fortunate to spend a decade on detours with Jodie Wilmer and others at
Fantastic
Joy.
challenge.
And there was around about 480 people that came through the show while I was there in that time. And I'm working my way through those people. I'm about a third in I've still got 2/3 of those to see. So there's a bit of a goal. It'll keep me
Yeah,
travelling and
absolutely.
around Australia and overseas.
Yeah. Do you know the one of my other things, and it's a very simple one, is going to more theatre. Now I go to a fair bit, but I just love going to the theatre, good or bad. You know, like, and that's the wonderful thing that, you know, like there's just been a dance festival on, contemporary dance, and I saw some of the most crap shows, but then some of the most brilliant shows.
A few diamonds in the
Yeah,
rough.
and you
What-
know, that's what's exciting. You know, like seeing something fresh and new in the arts.
What about something more personal? Like, I read a book once about a person who got a diagnosis of cancer, and so they told everybody what they thought of them, all their friends and their family. They just went out there and told. Then they found out the next day that the doctor gave them the wrong results.
That's a bit of a-
Is there
a-
anything
there's a
that you're
bucket road
hanging on
flowing,
to
isn't
that's in your bucket list that you'd just like to go to that person?
Yeah.
Either I've always been in love with you, because that's something that we could always
Can I
have
do that with
unrequited
David
love.
Beckham? Can I? You know, like he's part of my bucket list. Him and
Truly.
Daniel
You
Craig.
You could do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I don't know how far you'd get.
We're not far at all. I
Or
don't
there might be
think.
someone that you just need, you know.
So, well, do you know
say.
what? There are a lot of people that over the years I've just got rid of them out of my life.
Do you think that happens as you get older? You sort of drop the A-list gets smaller?
Absolutely, and you only see the people that you really want to see.
Well, that's exactly true, because as you get older, you find that you can't be bothered sort of getting out all the time to see these people, you know, and some people just drop off anyhow.
Yep.
It takes two to make a partner, two to make a friendship.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
true.
this is it. You can't just
Yeah.
it can't be you all the time.
What about unrequited love? Now, Gordon, you've got your boyfriend, you want to get married, fantastic. What if you didn't have your boyfriend? Would you ever connect with a previous lover or a former
I've kept
partner from years
in
ago?
contact with every one of my past lovers.
That's why he's so busy.
So that might be a bucket list. Someone that's dropped out of your life that you had a real passion for, a real affinity with, and maybe that's something to connect with as you get a bit older as well.
Yeah, it's a hard one. And there's so many things you can talk about with the bucket list, but we've run out of time, unfortunately. So thank you so much for watching Staying Alive today. And I've got to thank Greg, Leanne and Gordon. And we hope to see you again soon on Staying Alive on Channel 31, Bent TV.